How does the ANC plan to approach January 8th, 2017? And why did the ANC choose Orlando Stadium instead of FNB? And did the hashtag We're ANC backfire? And was the ANC behind the Gauteng Liquor Board's decision to rescind its position? What time is it? It's question time. Welcome to the show. My name is Mpho Tsedu. The build-up to the ANC's 105th anniversary celebration has begun with the first series of door-to-door visits and community meetings held in Gauteng. Hundreds of ANC supporters are expected to attend the party event, which will be held at Orlando Stadium in Soweto on Sunday, the 8th of January. With its theme, Unity in Action, the rally is expected to give the ANC an opportunity to set the tone and direction for the year ahead. Joining us here is, in our Joburg studio, is NEC member Fikile Mbalula, who is, of course, the head of mobilization at the ANC. And we are live and we'll be taking your calls on the numbers that will be on your screen. Indeed, as we hear, what's your take and as far as this coming January 8th statement is concerned? As you know, this is an annual tradition of the African National Congress dating back many years since the organization was still exiled. Bucks, welcome to Question Time. We appreciate you making time and best wishes for the year.
Compliments to everyone and to you too, and thanks for having us here.
January 8th, what's the approach this year, 2017?
Well, the approach to January 8th is unity and cohesion, which means every January 8th is about renewing our vows to the people of South Africa. Unity and cohesion meaning unity between ourselves and the masses of our people through the social contract between the ANC and the people of South Africa, and not only through interaction, but through the statement equally. The marching orders, the statement of the National Executive that will be delivered, will be finalized tomorrow and delivered on Sunday. So our approach really is to renew the vows and to rekindle ourselves and to continue to be an organization that listens and at the same time that self-correct, and that march is on.
Now, what makes this one different?
It is not different. It is 105 years, which means 5 years after 100 years, which means it's not a milestone, but in itself is halfway mark to the milestone. The ANC is growing. And then we take stock in the year of the conference, in which we'll be going to our conference and we'll also be looking at our policies midway half this year. And what makes it special is because it's ahead of that important event, but over and above that, January 8th is always an exceptional event for the ANC in the sense that that statement is a marching orders political statement to members of the ANC and supporters to say what is in store for us and what are the marching orders, what is it that we need to do to rekindle our vows. And now we say unity in action in terms of the social contract we have with the people of South Africa.
A lot of people were saying, why Orlando? Who would have expected the ANC to go to FNB?
The notion of the stadiumology is no longer an issue for the ANC. It's only one event in Kwali mishap when we launched our manifesto in the last election. It was full not to capacity and people started to make an issue about that. We're not competing with stadiums. What is important for us is having decided in the rotational system of these rallies. Last year we're in Northwest, this year we're in Gauteng. It is important that 105 years we're in Gauteng, the home of the ANC. And we go to Soweto, to our people. Because Soweto is a special place, not only in the Republic of South Africa, the world over. The history of liberation is written in blood in that particular. So when we celebrate 105 years, it's important that we go there. And there is no speciality to it. The most important thing is that the ANC have resolved to be among its people when we celebrate 105 years, and Soweto as a special place for that 105 years is key to that objective.
Talking about celebration, the controversy around the Gauteng Liquor Board to extend the hours because there's going to be a lot of people who are attending an ANC rally. But then the decision was suddenly rescinded. They, put in a good statement out there. Did the ANC have anything to do with that?
No, the ANC have got nothing to do with that. Obviously, we've got our deployees who take decisions in relation to hours in relation to liquor outlets, that govern different cities throughout the countries, and throughout the country in the bigger cities, and Joburg is no exception to that. But we're very clear that that must not be apportioned to us. As much as people might be over-enthusiastic about the ANC coming to town, because the ANC is a people's movement. Wherever we've been with this January 8, people across the country are marching in. So liquor can't be our priority. In fact, as a caring organization, we need to act with caution. So the hours are actually imposed so that we minimize the utilization or drinking of alcohol or abuse of alcohol. And we can't say because we're coming into town and then the hours must actually be extended. So it cannot be. And it cannot be associated with the ANC. Okay. And we are happy that our deployees were very cautious, even though the statement in itself was interpreted recklessly to meaning that we have made that call. It is not. It is because those who are in power and who regulate these hours deem it fit because of a big event that is coming into town. They needed to do that, but we quickly cautioned them that, look, those who are opposed to us will quickly use that against the ANC. And then, quite correctly, they've acted and decisively so. And we're very clear that such cannot be done in our name and it cannot be associated with the African National Congress.
Now, if you don't fill up Orlando, you're going to be second best to Caspar Nyovest.
Look, ANC can fill up any stadium anytime. We are not chasing the numbers of filling up the stadium. That is not our call. Our call is a celebration. Orlando is a theater. The bigger stage is 55 million people who are looking at what the ANC is going to say to them on Sunday. And those who will be celebrating, present at the stadium and outside and all over the country. And to us, Soweto is a significant place of liberation. It's a theater of where this celebration and anniversary is going to take place. It's not about whether or not we'll fill up. No doubt the stadium will be full, and it will be full to capacity. No doubt about it. Because the ANC is the people's movement, is the organization of the people. Like you say, Orlando Stadium is a small stadium even for the ANC. We could have gone to F&B, but it's not a priority. We are not chasing numbers because those who want to challenge us will want to say that our numbers are shrinking because we can't fill up a stadium. We did that. Even in the past election, we filled up stadiums, Ellis Park, back to back with Johannesburg, all over the place. That is not the issue. To us, the masses are not voting cattle. To us, it's about, at the vows with our people, and at the same time to be in Soweto. But most importantly, to say to the people of Soweto that the ANC is here when it celebrates 105 years. I
want us to talk about what the statement is going to entail. But firstly, I want us to check, or rather I want to check with you. Are we still ANC?
Yes, we are ANC. We are the African National Congress. And I think you come to the question of the social media.
Correct.
The social media is a platform that can actually be utilized by your opponents to basically, belittle your hashtag, and at the same time to basically put a spin on what you are and what you stand for. Just like Ask My Money.
Yes.
Actually backfired. It is all about Ngubane Wesniga Lendo. And then he thought he will be asked other things. So those who are opposed to the ANC, when we say hashtag we are ANC, they will say no, hashtag you are corrupt, you are what, and all of that. That's social media. The question is, the ANC must stand for what it believes in. And then it is only history that will absolve the African National Congress. And in this particular instance, for who we are and what we stand for is not in words, but in deeds that will actually determine who we are in the eyes of the people of South Africa.
Patrick, you are in Matatiele. Welcome.
Yes, Matatiele, Ndate Mbalula tabena horna na habar hatelle na haile mo passport ile bo 400 randa the ID di tura kana kana how sa sele the tšhelete o tlanka kae na ke batla botsa potso e fela bane ke batho ba le re ba metse rona setšhaba bale haile mo re hatelwa ke bona fundraiser jong how sa sele the tšhelete o tlanka kae
Ndade Patrick ID ya pele a kere ke mahala how so batla o etsa tsele
la se Lord house sebetse o tlanka kae.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. Ke batla fela go tobe nhleng yo gule bula holo Ndade Patrick. That's Patrick from Matatiele there wanting to know where do we get money from if we don't work to get passports and IDs, and Fikile Mbalula will respond to that question only after the break. We shall return shortly.
Expect it, they'll appear magnificent. The lives, the souls, the OMG of the party, in all their glorious, well, glory. Ah, yes. We salute you, party comrade, with a bottle of Clip Drift brandy and a 6-pack of Savannah Dry or Light combo for just 160 Rand from Tops at Spa.
Welcome back. You're still watching Question Time. My guest today is Fikile Mbalula. He's a member of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress, and we're talking January 8, 2017. Good news, some good news from KZN.
Yes. How are you, Paul?
I'm very well. Thanks for the call, Baba.
Oh, happy New Year, Minister there.
Happy?
Yeah, happy. No, I want to put my view in Minister Mbalula that.
Okay.
I asked him to test NEC to carry on with our priorities. Our priorities this year is about in the end in July policy conference.
Okay.
And election in the end of December.
Okay.
So they mustn't matter what anyone what he is saying, which is not in our priorities, because we are waiting in the benches. We are waiting for the people who can come and conduct our process in the benches in order to push all these our priorities.
Okay. Good news. Thank you very much. There. Well. Branch member there saying, well, don't bother about what the media and other people say. Your critiques focus on the policy conference and the elections later in the year. Perhaps just respond to even the IDs matter.
Yeah, no, I mean, you see, the question of the policy conference is important and top on our agenda this year. And our national conference is on the 16th of December this year. And we are ready for that. And we will be hard at work in preparation to review our policies and to go to the consultative conference in mid-June with a set of new proposed policies to the National Conference of the African National Congress and do a review of all our policies that we have adopted in the past conference to date, where they'll keep those who are working and those who are not working, actually seek to review that and probably come with new proposals from the branches. It's going to be a vibrant year for structures of our movement going forward.
Sizakele, you are in Katlehong. Welcome. Sizakele? Okay, Sizakele is not there, but indeed we'll be taking your calls. We'll continue to take your calls. If you've got questions or comments that you want to make, but preferably questions, we are live, and the member of the NEC should be able to respond to some of those questions. What are you going, and by you I mean as the ANC, what are you going to be telling us this coming Sunday? I know that traditionally the statement would reflect on the achievements, the good news from the ANC's point of view. Is there anything to celebrate, really?
Mpo, you see, the January 8th statement is not a political report or an organizational report. The organizational and political report will be presented at the national conference. The January statement in keeping with the tradition of the ANC.
But I'll have to just interject there. We've got a long distance call. Simi, you are calling us from Lagos. Is it Lagos? Oh, okay, sorry. Well, I wanted to take that call from Lagos. The numbers to dial 089-1104-210, 089-1104-210, and those are the numbers to dial if you want to pose a question. 089-1104-210. Sorry about that interjection.
It's neither the state of the nation.
Okay.
It is a political statement that speaks to the members, supporters, and giving them tasks, political tasks, to say that you renew the vows, social contract with the people, unity in action. You're not uniting with yourself, you unite with the people of South Africa.
Correct.
How are we going, what are the things that we need to do to accelerate on our part of meeting the contract with the masses of our people? Hence, unity in action. And that is what is important. And that statement speaks to those tasks of what is it that we need to do. You remember we had the year of the Freedom Charter, which wherever you are, if you're a member of the ANC in the broadcast, member of the ANC wherever you are in government, member of the ANC, you are a socialite, member of the ANC, you are a soccer player, you are a revolutionary, you are deployed everywhere else. What is expected of you in terms of the task of the movement? In Mrogoro, it was 4 pillars of the struggle. Wherever we are, we understood we can sing it.
Okay.
Even now, we understood every year what is it that we need to do in this renewal of vows with the people in terms of the political statement. So it's not the president's statement, it's the statement of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress.
Sizakele, you are in Sprayed.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, we are speaking to Sizakele from Katlehong.
Yes.
Hi, Minister Mbalula. How are you?
How are you, Sizakele? Compliments?
Compliments, Mr. Bosame. I think you still remember me while I was still in the ANC. Listen, Mbalula, I've resigned from the ANC because those people who find us in the ANC, and we know the procedure and the protocol of the ANC. But let me tell you a minor thing. A councillor of Ward 40, beguna this thing yokukhipha amadustbin. I was told ukuthi ngiye e-police station ngiyofuna i-affidavit yokuthi ngihlala la, and those children abakhuluma lento leyo ngikhulele la bakhuliswa yimi Mbalula. So now, even if we want to come back to the ANC, how are we going to do that if ever kusesekhona ama gatekeeper? I don't want to go any further.
Okay.
I'm just
Sizakele?
talking about the minor thing here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sizakele, for not going further. The minor thing, let's get Mbax to address that.
This is exactly what Unity in Action is all about. Gatekeepers and all of that are not allowed in the movement. And then we have started the program of recorrection and reflecting on the ANC in terms of our weaknesses and challenges. We have set in motion in the past NECs, task teams in the provinces to attend to all those challenges. Where people, there were queries about them being legitimate representatives of the people through the democratic processes we have set in motion. That report back is coming back, and all those issues have been resolved. But where in which there are people who are practicing vanguardism and gatekeeping on the ground, Unity in Action in the year of where we are is going to be a priority for us, and the path of recorrecting the ANC, you know, and firming up a way of unity and action in the movement. And issues like what Sizakele is reporting will be attended to on the ground. And as we interact in our communities, as we speak now, door to door, with individual communities and our structures, these are matters that will be taken up through. This is not, by the way, going to be one event like a helicopter. We have arrived in Gauteng. After January 8, we are gone. Every 3 days in every month, we are going to have a vigorous interaction through our public representatives throughout the country with the engagement with the people.
Fikile Mbalula, thank you very much for the time.
Thank you very much.
That was the member of the NEC of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula there. From me and the crew, you have yourself a wonderful time. Iva Khotso.